What's up everybody? In today's video, I've got another review for you of a super cool piece of lighting kit. This is the Zhiyun C100 RGB LED light system. I want to take you through all the specs, all the features, and let you know whether or not it is worth it for your kit. Okay, so obviously I've got this guy set up here on a tripod, which is actually kind of one of the cool things about it. This is the case that it comes with. Power, it's got battery in it, which is super cool. Mounting bracket, it comes with a diffusion screen, and it comes with this grid attachment. So let me walk you through the outside, and then we'll talk about some of the specs and features, and some of the ways that you can use this super interesting light. That's too bright, that's too bright. So as you can see, we've got it attached to the tripod here. We take it off the tripod, and this is it. That's the whole kit and caboodle, right? It is extremely lightweight for as powerful as it is. I've got an Arca Swiss plate here on the bottom, but let me just kind of walk you through the outside. And the first thing that you can see is it has these barn doors, which are actually really nice because then I'm able to do a really good job of directing this light. I've actually been using this in the last few videos as like a hair light, rim light type situation kind of in the back. And I've been able to keep this pretty closed down so that there's very little spill. So you got the barn doors here, and then you've got the, I think this right here is the battery pack itself. I'm not really sure. It has these cooling fins in here, and then it's got two adjustment dials. Very nice and clicky. I love that sound, but they also click, right? They also act as buttons, and they do various things. So there's an adjustment dial and a selection dial, and then on the back you've got two additional buttons. You got a power button and a mode button. It has this pretty basic and kind of simple LED screen that lets you do, honestly, quite a bit with it. This is 1%. You can also switch it over to play with hue. We can just kind of slide through all of the different colors. Standard RGB. It's got a color fade mode that is very bright. And then on the other side, it's actually got both a DC in and a USB-C in. Okay, but let's talk about specs. So this is a 100 watt max power light. It is 14.3 inches long, and the LED element, the light element itself, does extend the entire length of the body. This is all light. It is 1,337 grams, which honestly, it doesn't feel that heavy. Like, I mean, it's not featherweight, but it doesn't feel heavy either. It's really easy to put this on a standard tripod, or to kind of hold it. I mean, you just kind of hold it. Now it does have a 360-degree color range, which basically means that you can pick every hue in the color spectrum, and they claim up to 36,000 hues are selectable with this light. But if you're not looking to use a light like this simply for its RGB capabilities, which obviously the advantage here is that you can switch between kind of the cool RGB modes and a more traditional solid white light. And in that white light mode, it supports color temperatures between 2700 and 6500 Kelvin. That's at 3800 plus lux with a CRI score of 98 and a TLCI score of 95. So you can use this as just a white studio light if you want to, but honestly, you don't get this light for that. You get this light because that's also something it does. The RGB function really is the main reason that you get this light. And it has 6 RGB functions and 12 scene effects. The other reason that you get this is because it has the built-in battery. So that gives you about an hour at full power, 130 minutes at 50% power, and over 300 minutes at 20% power. So again, if you're using this as something that's adding accent lighting or an effect and you don't necessarily need it at full power, this thing will sit in your studio, not even plugged in, and just be there for a huge amount of time. But with that much power, this thing does get warm. It does have these large heat sinks on the back, which seem to do a pretty good job because the fan doesn't kick on a ton, and it's not too hot to touch, but you can definitely feel the heat radiating off of it. There are also 304 light emitting diodes inside this package, which is another reason why it's so bright and why it can get pretty warm. But now let's take a look at the stuff that comes in the box. So the first one is this diffuser. So you kind of slide it on like a sock, and then you can open the barn doors, and then you get the full kind of diffusion unit, which is fun. So then you have this really kind of soft, warm light that you can kind of put anywhere, especially if you're in the field and you're either doing still photography, cinematography, really anything, you would be able to use this. This is 1% power. Okay, the other thing it came with is this honeycomb grid, which we have to take the diffuser off. And then it uses the barn doors to just kind of slide over. Okay, so now you have this kind of honeycomb grid on here. And the idea of a honeycomb grid, if you're not familiar, it helps you keep the light from spilling. So like right now, I can shoot this on me, but then if I shoot it just off this way, there's no light coming to me, and that keeps that light from spilling out into the rest of my studio. So unless it's pointed right at whatever it is that you're looking to light, it will not spill. Which one will be the thumbnail? I mentioned that I had this attached to my tripod, right? I've got a Arca Swiss plate on the bottom. Because there's a quarter mount attachment on the bottom, there's also another quarter mount on the other side. But you might, in a certain situation, you might want one here. And so they actually give you this additional kind of mounting bracket that you put right here, and you just sort of clamp it. So now you got this additional clamp back here if you want to mount the light like this. Now, if you don't want to mess with the barn doors, you can just take those off. If you just want absolute maximum spill, you want all the light forever, they just come right off. And that's the whole light. Now we need to talk about the app. So their app is called ZY Vega, and it organizes your lights into what they call sets. So I've got the Bluetooth turned on, and now it was able to find the device. I'm gonna hit add and done. Okay, so now it's identified that it's in the CCT mode, which is its kind of standard light mode, and I can adjust the color temperature from 2700 to 6500. And again, this is 1% brightness. And this is where you can basically simulate tungsten like that. And obviously you can make it brighter. Oof, man, that's like nuclear, man. I can also try to color match an existing light. So I'm gonna have it color match my big light that I have up here. It says that light is at 5000 Kelvin, and now it has matched it. Now let's move into color. And you can still do all of this from the rear panel on the device itself, but honestly, this just makes it way easier just to be able to tap on colors that maybe you have preset. So if you're setting this up as a studio light, using the app to be able to control things, be able to coordinate with other lights that you might have, that makes it really easy. But again, you can do a lot of that from kind of the back screen that you have here on the device. So the other things that you can get to, the other modes, are what are called FX pixel modes. That's what they call them. And again, I'm gonna cut this down to 1% power so that you can see this on the screen without it being blinding. So this is the color fade mode, which you can increase the speed of, obviously. And you can choose between 2, 3, 4, or 5 colors. And then I can go in here and say, okay, I want the second color to be black, right? So now it's just cycling between black and blue, but I can also change that color to be any other color in the hue range. So I can say blue and green. It does have an SOS mode. It has a lightning mode. This is called candle mode. It's very flickery. There's also a paparazzi mode, I think a broken bulb mode. Like there's a ton of different modes on here. Honestly, I don't know that the FX modes are something that you would necessarily use a lot, but you'd be surprised how often you're like, wait, I wonder if the idea of having those modes might inspire you to do something that you wouldn't have done before because it has that kind of creative, that spark of idea that you wouldn't have had before. So now that we've gone through the specifications and the kind of details of the inside and the features in the app, let me give you kind of my final thoughts. So number one, so overall, it's lightweight, it has built-in power, it has a lot of versatility and functionality, and it seems well constructed, and you could probably use it in a number of ways that I can't even think of. So is it right for you as a content creator, photographer, videographer? Is that it kind of fits into two different categories at the same time. One being a traditional studio light. Though you cannot throw like a Bowens mount diffuser on here, you can use the diffusion that they offer you. But in a studio environment for things like color and environment and backlighting or rim light, hair light, like this definitely is something that you could incorporate into your kit because of the mounting options and because of the color, and because honestly, if you're not near power, you can just throw it in there. So if you're primarily a studio-based creator, this would be like a second light, or a light that you would use to add additional texture and environment to your studio. And in that case, it's a way better light than those like strip lights or like a RGB stick light. It's leaps and bounds better than that. But for that same reason, if you are a mobile creator, if you find yourself moving around a lot, if you're doing a lot of shoots with other creators and you need the ability to set up kit fast, if you had 2 or 3 of these, you kind of can't lose. Like there's not a lot that you wouldn't be able to do because of the versatility. You use one of them as a main light, one of them as a second light, you know, and then you have a background light or options. Honestly, even if you're a photographer and you use constant lighting, this thing definitely would do it. But if you are a stay-in-place videographer, creator who just needs one light to give you constant, regular light, this probably isn't the product for you, but you could add this to that setup to add additional ambiance, additional environment, additional texture, additional depth to your setup. And for that, it is phenomenal. So take a look at this. I've got a link down below. There's a couple of different versions. There's a kit that just comes with the light, and then there's a different kit that comes with the light and the diffuser and the honeycomb grid and all that. But definitely a cool and interesting light. Now I'm gonna keep playing with this light a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna end up keeping it. This is going to go in my Instagram giveaway. So check out this video right here where I talk about how to get entered into that giveaway and to get free gear. Go ahead and go shopping in my gear vault. I'll also link up above here and down below to the video and to my Instagram so that you can get free gear. I'm also doing memberships here on the channel. For a couple of bucks, you'll get access to Lightroom presets, LUTs, and other resources that I've created for myself as a photographer and content creator here on YouTube, as well as live videos, chats, and access to content early. But a free way that you can support the channel is by hitting the subscribe button and the like button, as well as taking a look at the gear that I have listed down below. That's the gear that I use here in the studio, as well as out in the field. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.